Hey everybody, and welcome back to yet another update here on Breezy Weather. My name is Patrick, and in tonight's update here, going to be detailing on a little bit of an atmospheric river that we're going to be dealing with across portions of central and northern California going into the beginning of this week. As you can already see here by this lower level water vapor imagery, you can already see this atmospheric river continuing to take shape and has pretty much stalled out along the central and northern California vicinities here. As you can see, the stream of moisture continues to basically plunge right inland and remain over this particular region here of California, which combined with the stream of moisture is leading to the formation of some widespread convection as well as aggravating the potential for heavy rainfall across this particular region. So you can see here this plume of moisture is going to continue to advect inland and continue to pull across this particular region going into the beginning of this week here. It will fizzle out towards the latter half and the end of the work week, but we should see an aggravated total of rainfall here, especially across the higher elevations as well of the mountainous regions there of central and northern California. And you can see here with some model data as well, this atmospheric river is going to continue to remain a concern for the next 2 to 3 days as this moisture pretty much doesn't move anywhere. It's not necessarily the highest of moisture, but you do have a solid plume or continuing plume of 50s dews, which is definitely enough with when you counter in the orographic as well as the terrain features of these particular regions here of California, which is aiding in the rainfall production. And you can see this moisture plume will fizzle out towards the second half, latter half of the week, and the atmospheric river will pretty much begin to weaken and gradually dissipate towards the end of the week. But still, we do have a relatively decent atmospheric river threat on tap, and this is also outlined in the Weather Prediction Center's outlooks here as a slight risk does extend from basically the northwest California coast right around the Eureka vicinity down through the extreme northern periphery of the Sierra Nevada. A little bit further well removed from the Sierra Nevada, but definitely the Sierra Nevada could see some increased rainfall, but typically towards more the northwestern California mountain ranges as well is going to be our bullseye for this particular atmospheric river. This will not change at all from the day two and the day three, although a little bit of a slight expansion as the atmospheric river continues to move towards the south and east, with areas like San Francisco and areas further to the south expected to get in the more greatest conditions for um, pretty significant moisture funneling, which will contribute to that aided rainfall or aided heavy rainfall threat, as well as combined with the orographic lift and terrain of these particular regions here of California. And as you can see here with the Weather Prediction Center's QPF forecast here, this is the 72-hour day 1 through 3 quantitative precipitative forecast. Basically, guidance here is of 0Z. You can see here widespread totals of 3 to 4 inches is the general consensus and can be expected for the northern and California uh, vicinities, especially along the Sierra Nevada and areas back towards the far southern periphery of the Cascades, and also along the northwestern and western California coast, also stretching from around Eureka down through San Francisco. We do have also isolated totals potentially upwards of 7 to 10 inches, maybe even getting upwards of 10 to 15 inches, especially along the highest terrain where the moisture funneling seems to be the greatest of, propensity. This will pretty much shift further to the south with the day 1 through 5 around the 120-hour mark. Really no changes to the overall look here. Widespread 4 to 5 is definitely a solid number, uh, maybe higher depending on some orographic lift and terrain features, but definitely looking at a widespread 3 to 5 inch rainfall threat for central and northern California from this atmospheric river. We aren't necessarily going to have a strong amount of instability to even further aggregate those rainfall totals, but definitely combined with this continued stream of moisture as well as the orographic and geographical terrain influences across this region, definitely could see a widespread, decently significant rainfall event for this particular vicinity and regions here. And they do actually mention in their as in their WPC outlook that they do they do actually have this potential of higher end risk level impacts and cannot rule out a localized quarter of moderate risk potential. However, given these sort of uncertainties with where the best moisture will set up, especially with the highest rainfall rates, as well as given how the system is generally moving quite fast, it seems to be stalling as of right now, or not really moving at all, but you can kind of see this forward eastward progression, and it definitely is picking up speed. So the progressiveness of the system is also going to be another key feature as to why we necessarily won't see widespread, very significant rainfall rates, but definitely can see a little bit more localized, isolated, significant rainfall rates, which could lead to those higher totals upwards in the 7 to 10, maybe even higher than that, getting towards a foot, especially across those highest elevations there towards the far southern periphery of the Cascades and the northern Sierra Nevada. And that is going to do it here for this relatively quick update here on the channel. If you liked what you saw today and this particular update, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on all my videos, as well as support this channel. Make sure to definitely support the channel as well as comment on all my videos, with also making sure that you do subscribe and turn on the notification bell to receive the quickest updates when I do post new content. Anyways, that's going to do it here for this weather update for Sunday, February 2nd, 2025. From Breezy Weather, my name is Patrick, and I will see you in the next update. Thank you, and have a good evening.